Release the MRI results, Donald. Everybody's saying it. Release the MRI results. Just look at him here before he left to go to Mar-a-Lago on another vacation. Shorter days, 3-day work weeks, clear cognitive struggles, visible fatigue, starting his day at 12:08 in the afternoon. Molly Plufkins writes, release the MRI results. You had Governor Walz of Minnesota saying, release the MRI results after Donald Trump went on a rant looking like kind of inhibition, if you will, where Donald Trump called Governor Walz, quote, seriously retarded governor of Minnesota. I mean, what a despicable word to use. Just something to point out here as well. An Indiana state senator whose second daughter has intellectual disabilities, has Down syndrome. He says, your insulting and derogatory references have consequences, and that this lawmaker will be voting no on the rigging of the Indiana map after Donald Trump used the R word. Adam Kinzinger, former Republican Congress member, saying release the MRI results. This is the front page of Mediaite. Doctor lays out concerning case about Trump's health. He's confused a lot. And the front page of Drudge Report talking about Trump's incoherent rambling, how he gets confused all of the time, and how a doctor, it's Dr. Vin Gupta, by the way, of Midas Health, lays out the concerning case about Trump's health. We broke that news here earlier in the week. Dr. Vin Gupta of Midas Health doing incredible work. So let me just share for you some data points in the past 24 to 48 hours showing Donald Trump's cognitive health, his physical abilities deteriorating before our eyes at the worst possible time for him as well. Well, you saw that first video I played at the outset. I'll show you this right here. So Donald Trump over the weekend, whenever he enters Mar-a-Lago, he now comes out to music and he makes people kind of clap for him in the Golden Ballroom at Mar-a-Lago, or the fake Golden Ballroom. So he comes out to the song We Are the World, a song used to raise money to help starving children, as Donald Trump and his regime have probably killed hundreds of thousands, if not millions of children across the world by destroying the USAID program. We know that Donald Trump has done a number of things to starve children here, also rip away education opportunities for kids, just cruel and unusual treatment of children. And of course, Donald Trump's running a PPP, a pedo protection program, covering up a child sex trafficking ring. But he comes out to We Are the World. I want you just to look at Donald Trump here as he walks in. You'll see how physically addled he looks. Here, just watch this. Here, play this clip. By the way, if you just take a look at the other people who are there in Mar-a-Lago, it's a very bizarre scene. It almost looks like, just giving you my opinion, that we're looking at like a psychiatric ward or something, but it's Mar-a-Lago. The food that they were serving, I don't even know what it is. It's just a bunch of slop. By the way, this is the food they were serving at Mar-a-Lago. But just think about what Donald Trump's been doing over the past, week or so, for how his behavior is looking like a very grotesque second grader. And like, no offense to second graders. I mean, whether it was calling a reporter a piggy, calling a New York Times reporter ugly on the inside and the outside, calling the governor the R word, yelling at a reporter and saying, "Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Are you stupid?" That's what he repeated over and over again. I'll just show you what Justin Amash wrote here. So Donald Trump's asked a very basic question on Friday, right? Or Thursday, when he was holding his press conference. Do you plan to attend the funeral of Sarah, the National Guardswoman, who was shot and killed by the individual who Trump granted asylum to back in April of 2025 in Washington, D.C.? Do you plan to attend Sarah's funeral? And Trump immediately says, West Virginia likes Trump. West Virginia likes me. It's I've gotten so many votes in West Virginia. Like it is pathological. Like this man is sick in the head. Here, play this clip.
It's in the early stages, obviously, but do you plan to attend Sarah's funeral?
I haven't thought about it yet, but it certainly is something I could conceive of. I love West Virginia. You know, I won West Virginia by one of the biggest margins of any president anywhere. And it's, you know, these are great people. I love the people of West Virginia. I love the people of our country. But I haven't given it any thought, but it sounds like something I could do, yeah. It's very raw.
I mean, that's your response to that. And when Donald Trump was asked a very basic question about, you know, your own inspector general, Donald, said that this individual was vetted in 2021 and you were the person who granted asylum in April 2025. So what do you make of it? And Trump just starts to scream and he goes, shut up, shut up. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you a dumb person? Are you a stupid person? Here, play this clip.
Your DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration for what this man did?
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here.
Now, hat tip to the Lincoln Project. They put together this one right here. They said Trump a literal pig at a reporter, an Air Force One. Actually, I'll show the next one where it says Trump is not well. Here's the video of what Trump that they put together. Take a look at this supercut. Play this clip.
Hey, Donald, we noticed something. More and more people are saying it. You're weak. You seem unsteady. You need help getting around. And wow.
An anonymous, really an anonymous country, and you deserve.
Are you sure you don't have dementia? It runs in the family. Have you had a real doctor check you out? You keep confusing things.
And we did with Obama. We won an election.
Getting the facts wrong.
We just left pleasure. Paradise.
People laugh about it, about you, even your own people behind your back. You're winning the primary, but losing your power, your strength, your manhood. Face it, Donald. You're just projecting when you call Joe Biden old. He's stronger than you, fitter than you, smarter than you, a better man and a better president. Anyone can see it. And when you lay there at night, alone, you know we're right. You're falling apart, Donald, breaking down, right in front of our eyes.
God bless the United States.
Now, this was the interview that I did with Dr. Vin Gupta. I'll just show you a small portion of it. And this is what's making the rounds right now is Dr. Vin Gupta of Midas Health exposes Donald Trump's condition. Here, play this clip.
As you pointed out, you know, you and I had this conversation last week. We took pains to not speculate because I think a lot of people like to speculate. And I think based on the conversation we started, a lot of people started asking questions. But it's clear that there's age-related cognitive decline. I mean, that's obvious. You know, I mean, his response to somebody fainting in the Oval Office really conveyed that. He didn't show any signs of concern. He didn't really do anything. He was slow to respond. And that slowness and fatigue you're seeing more and more in his public events. So that's one. Two, he's confused a lot. Three, he sometimes mumbles sort of incoherent nonsense when he's asked a question in the press pool in the Oval Office. So all these things, when you know this constellation of just him being him. Imagine if President Biden did any of those things. You know, he did a fraction of it from what I saw, and the lead up to the 2024 election, and people obviously forced him out of the race. You're not seeing that level of scrutiny until maybe now you're starting to see signs of it. But, you know, President Biden was active on the weekends, especially riding his bike in Rehoboth Beach. Physical exercise was something that he was clearly doing, and we had visual signs of that. From a cognitive standpoint, sure, you slow down once you hit your late 70s, early 80s. No one denied that with President Biden, that he had his moments of being 80 or, you know, 82, whatever it was. In this case, the White House is not willing to even acknowledge that the president is showing obvious signs of age-related decline, one. But two, you don't see him ever really doing anything physically active the way that President Obama, President George W. Bush, President Biden, our last three presidents prior to Trump, regularly worked in to their daily life. I mean, Biden was biking, he was exercising, he was walking, and he made a point of creating that visual to convey that was a big part of his daily existence. He made a point of engaging the press on the weekends. When he was biking in Delaware, you don't see any of that. And physical activity is one way to really guard against the onset of cognitive decline, dementia as we get older. So I worry about that as well. He might take trips out overseas in Air Force One. That doesn't substitute for the lack of physical activity. So Ben, when you put it all together here, clearly something is happening. And clearly they're not getting MRIs just because that's just at the moment that we live in. There's a reason, and they're worried. And frankly, that's piecing this all together. There's a reason to be worried based on his public performance.
And of course, before Donald Trump wrote South it's all in front of us right now. This is understanding dementia behaviors and what. Here, just play this clip.
There are a number of reasons why disinhibition can occur. The frontal lobe of the brain is our social filter. And if that is affected by the dementia, as it often is, then you lose that filter and you lose that ability to know what is a normal social behaviour.
Now, I'll show you this also. This is a video that we put together at MeidasTouch about frontotemporal dementia. Here, play this clip.
And my stupid people, when I wanted to refute it, they said, "Sir, don't dignify it with a rebuttal."
Have you been noticing peculiar behavior recently in someone you know?
Carried out by
Someone who mixes fiction and reality?
the late, great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man.
Perhaps someone of advanced age you have known for years.
Did you just see Maduro? Venezuela, it's unbelievable, Venezuela.
Of course, we all have our goofs. But consistently odd behavior can be a sign of frontotemporal dementia, a degenerative disease of the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain that dramatically impairs cognitive function. And there are some key signs to look out for, like slurring words.
The failing New York Times by anonymous, really anonymous.
Struggling to find the correct words is another sign.
The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges of the investigation.
You may also notice someone veering into incoherent ideas, detached from reality.
You know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting near the shark.
Or an inability to complete simple sentences.
Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat.
Other notable symptoms include impaired motor function, such as a wavering limb, and decreased balance, often accompanied by a signature lean or arched stance. If someone you know is demonstrating several or all of these symptoms, they are seriously unwell. As a matter of safety, they must be relieved of critical responsibilities and disqualified from any position of authority. Remember, frontotemporal dementia is a degenerative disease. Cognitive function will never return and will only deteriorate further. Don't ignore the signs.
Yeah, and so you see the disinhibition, I think all of the signs are there, but you tell me what you think, folks. And that's just, I could go back and I could show you how Donald Trump can't walk in a straight line when he rolled out the red carpet for Putin. I could show you how he needed the Prime Minister of Japan to help him walk as well. I can show you all of, where he starts just talking about golfers naked in showers, when during his speeches, when Trump goes like, he makes weird noises. I think you get the point. And shout out to Dr. Gupta as well for bringing attention to this and keeping it in the forefront. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.